and welcome back. Michael Lifshitz organized the crippling funny comedy show and performed there as a comedian. We have a clip now from his routine coming up right now.
To tell you guys a little bit about myself, I do have a physical disability. It's a condition from birth called multiple congenital musculoskeletal abnormalities, or as it's better called, slightly fucked up. And I mentioned that A, because I realize people can be a little bit curious about the cane, and B, if you don't realize that I am disabled, the rest of these jokes are going to make me sound like a complete asshole. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. I realize slightly fucked up is not politically correct, but I think we've gone a little bit too far with the whole political correctness thing. Like the one I hated was when they said challenged, and I'll tell you guys why. Everybody faces challenges in life, which basically means everyone is challenged. And while if everyone is challenged, then where the hell am I going to park? It becomes a very big problem. Which, by the way, I also want to thank EJ, because it was really cool having a parking spot right in front of the door today. Yes? That was nice. It's my new favorite place to do this. Or I should thank the city, because I don't think he put up the disabled parking sign. But so yeah, I was reading my medical file from when I was a kid. And what I found interesting was they refer to my condition as a mutation. And I'm okay with that, but I just think if you're going to call somebody a mutant, they should get their own cartoon. I was thinking I could be like a superhero, wooden leg man. I'd fight villains by kicking them in the head. My arch nemesis could be the lumberjack. And then like I could have my own breakfast cereal, slightly fucked up O's. Instead of being round, they would be a little bit malformed. And then you got the action figurines, right? Except instead of just having outfits, you would have like different kind of legs that could snap on. And then you would have like all the accessories. You'd have like the cane, the walker, the electric wheelchair to go longer distances, the van to transport the electric wheelchair, and then of course someone has to pay for all that shit. So you have your friend, the government bureaucrat, the little doll, and when you pull the string, it'll say things like, please fill in form 462489577-4 × 7. When did multiplication get into form numbers? That's what I don't understand. Or you can pull it and it'll go, your file will be ready in 6 months. Like, I don't know. I mentioned before the adapted van. I actually, I just finished a 16-month about argument with the Quebec government over my van, because here's the thing, the government has a program that they will adapt a van for you every 5 years. So you buy the van and then we'll pay for the adaptation. And at the time when I first got my van in 2004, they basically would adopt a Dodge, GM, or a Ford, which to me is basically like asking how often would you like to break down? Thank you, I thought of that while waiting for the tow truck. Leave it to a freaking comic. I'm sitting under the Cary Expressway. Most people would be freaking out. I'm like, that's a fucking good bit. I like that. That's hilarious. And sorry, not to sidetrack, but I gotta tell the story. While I'm sitting on the Cary Expressway, there is a Sûreté Québec car comes up behind me, and this gorgeous police officer comes out and she asks me like if I'm okay, did I call for help? And honestly, I'm not being sexist, but cops should not be that good looking, because I'll be honest, I would break the law just to talk to her. I would. Because think about it, like I'm doing like 80 in a school zone, blowing red lights. Because think about it, you get a ticket, you have her name, you know where she works, I think it's good. So that was just a side point. But yeah, in terms of the man, so basically, I ended up going to my M&A, and he was sitting with the file, and they basically said that the file is being studied. And guys, I'm going to be honest, I've got a CA designation, an MBA, and I have not spent as much time studying in my lifetime as they spent studying this file. It's incredible. Like honestly, I think I should send them a quiz just to see how well they studied. Michael is suffering from A, multiple congenital musculoskeletal abnormalities, B, really messed up, C, slightly fucked up, or D, all of the above. And I figure if they don't get at least 60, then I say we fire the government because they obviously didn't study hard enough. But stopping for firing the government. I'm going to start an anarchist revolution in Port St. Charles. So yeah, but anyway, in the end they did agree that they would pay because I managed to get my van to last 4 out of 5 years. They will pay for the new adaptation. And my favorite was my mom, who, bless her heart, said, you know, if they had agreed to pay for it sooner, they would have only had to pay 3/5. So actually, that's pretty stupid of them. So yeah, they just wasted 1/5. So they, so to tell you guys a little bit more about myself, I do work. I'm a consultant in a financial planning firm. I bring that up, because I'm looking for clients. So if anyone wants to ask me later for advice, feel free. I mean, guys, come on. Let's look at my professional life. I'm a financial advisor, and we all know what the markets are doing. And I'm performing comedy to 8 people in Point St. Charles. Clearly, my professional life is a little weak right now.
We now have Michael Lifshitz in studio. Good evening, Mike.
Hi, how are you?
Do you prefer Mike or Michael?
Either or, I'm flexible, so.
You're flexible?
Well, not really that flexible, but in attitude, I'm flexible.
That's great. Yeah, even that's funny. Hey, welcome. Okay. To start off, can you introduce yourself to our listeners?
As you just said, I am Michael.
Yeah.
My name is Michael Lifshitz. I'm a financial advisor. In addition, I do comedy and motivational speaking. A, to educate people about people with disabilities, and B, to also inspire people, hopefully, to face their own challenges.
Wow, that's great. How long have you been performing?
I've been performing since January 2006, so I guess about 4.5 years now.
Okay. When did you develop the idea for your act?
Basically, what happened was I always used comedy to deal with my disability and put people to ease. For example, I remember when I was 16, I was outside a restaurant with a couple of friends, and we were standing outside the entrance, but it was also right next to the bar, and there was a police car that was circling, and I think they were kind of trying to figure out why teenagers were standing outside what looked like a bar. So I basically told my friends that here's hoping that they don't ask me to walk in a straight line, because if they do, we're all going to jail. So I had always used comedy to kind of lighten the mood, if you will.